Oh hey, I'm Jessie Janae and you're watching Unboxing Things, a show where we unbox your favorite e-commerce brands and we break down what makes their e-commerce packaging so incredible. Without further ado, let's see what brand is in my mailbox today. Okay, we have front of the pack. And if you're not familiar, front of the pack is shipping healthy supplements for your pups. Front of the pack, what can we tell about their packaging right off the bat? Well, it has this beautiful dark green color flood coated around the whole box. This really makes a beautiful impression. And also the print is holding up really well. Sometimes dark colors printed on corrugate and then actually sent through the mail crack, but this box is holding up really nicely. It's actually bending around the surface. You do see a little bit of puncturing behavior, but very little. So all in all, beautiful color, and it's holding up really well. 4x6 shipping label really conveniently on the top of the box. The only thing to note here is that the size of the box is about a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch bigger than the thermal shipping label on all sides. It's probably not accidental. You'll see a lot of boxes with this general form factor, and it's because it's really convenient to have one surface fit a 4x6 label really well, because it's the universal label for shipping. And then of course the tape. This is custom tape, and it looks a little different. I'm gonna measure this. Interesting. This is not your standard tape. This is 2 inches wide. Tape is very rarely exactly 2 inches wide. And I have a little intel actually on how this occurred, so let me break it down. Tape is cut from larger rolls. Think about it, imagine a tape like a foot-long sub and then you slice it up, all right? Now, this tape actually started on a 6-inch long roll. In front of the pack, instead of using that roll twice to make like a more standard 3-inch wide tape, they decided to slice it 2 times and print the logo 3 times across. That gives them an exactly 2-inch wide tape. Why? Maximizing the roll. They didn't need more tape width to close this box. And I love the simplicity of the design. The tape is really tone on tone with the box, and then the front of the pack logo is reversed out in white. Reversing out means the tape actually started white. It started out as a white paper, and then the green was printed on top, flood coat over. So even though this looks like a white printed logo, there's no white ink. It's actually the white paper showing through. This is gummed paper tape. Gummed paper tape is not adhesive on the back, and it's made of paper. So when you get it, you actually get this roll and it has a sheen on the back, kind of like shiny, and when you get it wet, it becomes adhesive. There's special applicator machines to wet the paper tape when it gets used in fulfillment, so you need a machine to apply compared to plastic tape where you do not. But the benefits are pretty numerous. Aesthetic, it kind of looks different, looks matte, looks really cool. Also environmental, so it's a bit more sustainable because you can actually recycle the tape alongside the box. Let's open this puppy up. Okay, this is a roll end tuck front box. Kind of is what it sounds. It actually rolls over the front of the box and then tucks into the front. Ooh, okay. This is real pretty. This is real pretty like. Front of the pack, beautiful logo, again, reversed out white, and then your bestie's healthiest future is here. How did they know that my dog was my best friend? I didn't even tell them. Now, how did they get this super brighty white here on the box? Well, I'll tell you how. It's that reverse printing again. You saw the reverse printing on the tape, but this time it's the reversed out printing on the box. This box, in order to get this beautiful, like kind of deep hunter green color, it starts out white and then they're actually flood coating the box with this beautiful ink. But this is unprinted. This white part is actually showing the pure color of the box. You would never get a white this white with white ink. Have you ever tried to like draw with a white pen on like a black piece of paper? Yeah, it's not like that. You can't get bright whites that way. So in order to create this color, they actually bought white corrugate, meaning that this sheet of corrugate started white on both sides, and then they flood coated it with this green color. Now, they could have potentially gone craft, but the color would look different. So inks look different on different materials. So to get this consistent, beautiful green color, They actually printed over this white material to bring out the vibrancy of the green. I've got a classic packing slip here. Let's see what I ordered. I ordered a product called The One. This is a letter-sized sheet of paper, simple, effective. And then we've arrived at our product. It looks beautiful, it's sort of framed. How did they achieve that look? Well, the product itself is actually sitting inside a corrugate insert. This corrugate insert has the same green color, and it's flood coated on one side, meaning it's the raw color. And then on this side, it's also printed with reversed out white, but the white is halftones of these beautiful leaves and plants. These leaves kind of look like they have a gradient, but that's actually achieved via a halftone screen, a halftone pattern. Do you ever look at something and it looks like dots close up, but when you zoom out, it looks like a gradient? That's actually just using little dots of ink to make something look like a gradient to your eye. This carton box fits perfectly in my insert, and this insert does a couple things for front of the pack. One, it actually perfectly cradles the product so it arrives safely, but also it allows them to use this box for different types of products and different experiences, because not everything they ship is exactly the same. So they can use this insert or not use this insert, that they can have different inserts, and that allows them to use this box for a lot of different shipments. In the bottom of the box is some cute copy as well. Your love, our science. And then also made with unconditional love in California, 100% recycled board. So I love a little bit of messaging under an insert at the bottom of the box, often like kind of an afterthought or something that's ignored, but really fun. Also, I'm a sucker for a half moon grabber. It's really convenient to be able to kind of get into the box. Look, fits my whole wrist. Now, this is actually not my first shipment from front of the pack. And this is actually their refill packaging. When I ordered for the first time, I actually got a tube. When you order for the first time, you receive a tube that's reusable. And so you can actually then take your refills, like I have here, and put them into the tube. I love this because it really makes the best use of each material. The tubes are more costly, but also use more material. So it's a great sustainability move to have your refills come in something more efficient. This is a beautiful carton box. Carton is just pressed paper, no corrugation, no wavy layer in the middle, just paper pressed together, made thick. And this carton is printed on the outside and not printed on the inside. You've got beautiful branding, active ingredients, some really beautiful illustrations rooted in nature, hypoallergenic. Of course, it tells me what I ordered. They probably have different refill cartons for every different product. And then in here, we actually have the refill itself. They give me a handy dandy scoop. This is wood. My dog's gonna love this. But I guess it's actually probably a scoop to actually use my product, and also might help me get my refill powder into the actual jar. Now, this is a powder. So dogs kind of don't love taking pills. So front of the pack's products actually come in powder form. And so this refill package is actually containing the powder, and I can dump it into my tube and use it from there. Now, there's beautiful illustrations on this package. There's beautiful illustrations on this insert. There's beautiful illustrations on this carton. So they're really making the best use of graphics. Printed subtly is also lot code information and a best before date. Because just because it's puppies doesn't mean you don't want to have extreme quality and use it on a proper timeline. So if this is the refill packaging, what did I get with my first shipment? Actually, this beautiful pressed paperboard tube. So this tube is printed, it's actually lithographically printed with a matte finish. So these beautiful graphics that are printed on paper before the tube is actually assembled. But you actually get this beautiful impression. Notice here that the neck of the tube is actually printed as well with that beautiful green color. Really nice touch. And this is where my powder will actually go. So as I run down on my supply and actually get my refill, I can pour the powder in here and keep using this. This is a reusable tube, and it allows me to have a beautiful thing to keep using every time I get a refill. It's time to roll in the recap. Front of the pack. If keeping your dog healthy doesn't get you excited, and it should, let's talk about what's exciting about the packaging. First, it's polished. This is dog supplements, but honestly, this packaging rivals some of the most luxury packaging I've seen in direct-to-consumer e-commerce. It's just beautiful. Second, it's illustrative. What do I mean? I mean the illustrations. On that insert, on the carton, everything is beautifully illustrated, and they actually are bringing things to life. Those beautiful doggies on the refill bag, actually gorgeous. And third, it's refillable. I love the fact that they ship me that canister, that tube, and then they actually ship me the powder to refill. It's a sustainable choice, and it actually just fits with my lifestyle. This has been Front of the Pack Unboxed.